It's time for me to check on my baby. You and me, babe. You and me, babe. There's just nothing else like you. We're ready to go. Hello, babies. What are you doing? Oh my goodness, you look so adorable. I could just eat you up. I just really good. Oh my goodness. Oh, you got a little dry. Yeah, you did. Okay, I tried putting some of these cups with my little fairy houses the other day, and some of them are way too big. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to really make them fit, because these little tiny ones are great though. I'm gonna put those in the wet box. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. And of course, you know, all the other ones, they can be you know, test tiles and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I got 5 of these little tiny guys. Let me see if I can find. This one's kind of short. He's stuck. He's still stuck. Let's see, what else? Let's get the short ones. It kind of needs to be short. It's not wanting to fit underneath the roof. That's the issue. They don't want to fit underneath the roof. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here that I think are kind of short. Let's go check out the fairy houses. Hey. Oh. Hey, he's okay. He's okay. He was just the right. He was just right. He's got the flat side now, so wherever this one goes will stick right up against the wall. Woohoo! No problem. No problem here, huh, Herbert? Yeah. All right. Got these hanging out in my wet box. So let's look. I got one left. That one right there. Still needs windows and doors and a floor. So this size will take the little jar really, really well, I think. But this one here, this one here will even take it okay, I think. That's okay too. What was the one I was working with? I think it was this one. Oh, yeah, it was this one. Oh, please don't bend. This one right here is done on the angle. Let's see, where's my tiniest tiny one? And my tiniest tiny one will just barely fit underneath the edge of the roof line there. That's if I put it right there. I could put it over here and it fits underneath the roof. But it's kind of, I don't know, I feel like it takes more away than it adds. So I could put it in the back, but I don't want to do that, because then it's like, oh, it's just a random add-on thing. So I don't know that he will get one, but that's okay, it'll make it cheaper. All the rest of them, though, look like they might take a This one doesn't have a floor yet. So this one needs some help, some happiness. And then this one, I have 3 that have little tiny floors because I hadn't thought of the idea of putting a little jar next to them. But that's okay. We'll figure out a way to do that if we need to. Or maybe I'll put this one that just got its nice little flat spot. Here we go. Flat spot. Right up next to the wall here. That would work. Alrighty. So, more fairy houses today. Happy stuff. Trimming some bottoms. Put these little guys in here so they don't dry out too bad. And that's why we call it a wet box. Keep things from drying out. And we'll put floor on these guys, some windows on that guy over there. This guy gets windows. He's already got a door, and I just broke off part of his roof. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's okay. But rule of thumb, if the roof breaks off now, it'll be easier to, it will be not as easy to break off later on. So this guy has a door, kind of, and he needs a doorknob. And I think I'm gonna put a little front porch, like little steps. Yeah, that's fantastic. He's a little harder than I want him to be. And this whole side over here is kind of concave, so maybe I'll put his jar over here. His message in a bottle jar. Happy. Here we go. Got me a squeegee. Got me a squeegee just for slabs. I can just squeegee, squeegee. All of my slabs, I can just squeegee, 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 squeegee. This is the squeegee version, or you use a rib that's like this size. This isn't the rib I use, but a rib is like this size, and it's like squeegee. Who knew, right? All the fun things. I don't remember where I got that tip, but somebody said use a squeegee. Use a squeegee. I said, okay. Alrighty, so I also got this brilliant idea. Okay, am I reversing that? Yes, I am reversing that. Which means I need to squeegee this way now. Because it was pressed this direction when it was pressed. Now I want to kind of realign all those particles. And this is an old piece of tar paper, so some of the tar paper marks got in there. So, fantastic. I got a brilliant idea. I was telling you all ago. I got a brilliant, oh man, my squeegee gouged my stuff here, but that's okay. I got a brilliant idea. Instead of making just a random floor, For these last two, that's a dryer, by the way. In Texas, we have dryers in the garage. Got this brilliant idea that instead of just making regular floor for these last two guys, I think I'm gonna walk down the block and see if I can't find some giant leaves and put it on top of a leaf. So, wish me luck. Sometimes they have giant leaves and sometimes they don't. We totally scored, y'all. Totally scored. So, this one is too big for the slab itself. It's going off the end of the slab, so we're going to put that into the side. But these two look incredible. So that should be enough for these two deals. Fairy houses. And then we'll have enough left over to do the windows with. And that'll be cool. That will be super cool. So gotta get these situated and press them out. So fantastic. This one just almost won't go, but look at our sweet little fairy houses, Herbert. Oh my gosh. I love them on their little leaves. I love them. It's like they have a bit of a garden. Because every fairy needs a bit of a garden, don't you think? Yes. Yes, I think so. Every fairy needs a bit of a garden. So yeah, those are looking good. One thing, I did smear out the texture of the leaf that I worked so hard to get in there. So I think this one, after doing that, is going to have a little flower box. Flower box is fun. So now I gotta make some flowers, and I got to make some flower boxes. But they're gonna hang out on this plaster so that this new clay can get, you know, kind of dried out to the same consistency as the old clay and stay flat, because there's going to be more moisture being drawn into the plaster than the air is drawing in. So hopefully that will help them stay flat. But you know, this one has a mulberry leaf on top and a mulberry leaf on bottom. And the mulberry leaf on top is smaller, but you know, you gotta have a really big leaf to do a roof, because it has to curve over the shape of the pot. Not so much with the floor. You can have smaller leaves. These leaves are so fantastic. I think that we're gonna have to do some little spoon rests or some bowls or something like that with them as well. So Good stuff. Good stuff. Give me some of that good stuff. All right. Little tune for you there. Don't touch it. Herbert has to remind me not to touch it so much. What do you think?
I'm loving the new floors. They're so cool. I think you just took it from incredible to something even more like extraordinary.
Aww,
It's unbelievably cool.
I love you.
So cool. It's perfect now.
You're my Superman.
You're awesome.
Yes, sir. Go for a bike ride today. Me and Superman going for a ride.